If you want to get killer results with your cold email and you're not sure what scripts to write, especially going into 2025, then you're going to want to watch this video. So I was speaking with a friend yesterday about cold email, right? He was sending cold emails to a specific type of client in the financial services industry, and he wasn't sure why he wasn't getting responses. I had a look at his email and it was very, very clear to me he's doing some things wrong. And I thought I'd make this video if you're struggling with cold email copywriting and just signing clients for your agency in general in 2025, then this will be the thing to solve it for you. So who am I? My name's Harry, and I've actually scaled a B2B lead gen company called Acquired to consistent $100,000 months, and I've done that all through cold outreach. And I'm going to break down the 4 key elements that you need in your cold email campaigns if you want to see success in 2025. So the first one is relevancy. If you don't have relevancy in your cold email, no one's going to even read past the first line. I know what happens when I receive a cold email or a cold message on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. It's why the hell is this person messaging me? It's what everyone will ask themselves, because at the end of the day, you're interrupting them, right? It might not seem like that, but if you're sending them an email into their inbox, you're interrupting their inbox, right? So the first thing is, why the hell is this person emailing me? So you need good relevance. The way you do this is by finding out something about the company before you email them. You can do this through tools like LinkedIn or Clay or Apollo, if you know what those databases are. If not, they've got links in the descriptions, you can research them yourself. But these basically help you find lists of companies that are doing something. Maybe they're hiring, maybe they're of a certain size, maybe they're local to you, maybe they've received funding. You need to find something that's relevant to start the email with. Maybe it's someone has just posted a job for a sales manager. And you can say, hey, just noticed you posted that job for a sales manager, and then go into the next line, right? So the first one is relevancy. Give yourself a reason to actually reach out to someone, otherwise it'll be pointless. Number 2 is the headline offer. So once you've established your relevancy and you've actually given yourself a reason to email someone and a reason for someone to read on, because they're like, okay, this person actually knows a little bit about my company, then you need to go with your headline offer. Headline offer is what holds all of the weight in the email. The headline offer is not speaking about yourself. It's not saying what you do. It's not saying what your company does. It's the exact end outcome that the client or the prospect will receive by working with you. Let's take that example of a sales manager again. All right, a company that's just posted a job for a sales manager. Hey, notice you were hiring for a sales manager. Boom, relevancy. Then boom, the second line could be, we help companies like yours increase their sales conversion rate by 25% within 90 days, or you get your money back. Boom, that's an offer, right? The offer in itself is actually comprised of 3 things. It's the outcome, the increased sales conversion rate by 25%. It's the time frame within 90 days, and it has a risk reversal, or you get your money back. This is usually important for cold audiences because they have no idea who you are. If they know who you are, then it's completely different. You don't need to put these risk reversals in. You don't need to go overboard with the offer. But because these people have no idea who you are, they probably don't want to receive an email from you either, then you need to be bold with your offer, right? So I use those 3 things to create a great headline offer. So it's, we can help you do XYZ, maybe generate 10 to 15 leads in time frame in the next 30 days or next month, or you don't pay until we do. Or it could be without you having to spend a ton of money up front, or blah, 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 right? Risk reversal or fear. You want to avoid fear of the client. Whatever they're scared of doing, you want to say, you don't have to do that. Brings the guard down, brings the friction down. It makes it much easier for the sale to progress. So you've got your relevancy at the start. You've got your headline offer comprised of those 3 things: outcome, time frame, risk reversal. Then what's next? Person probably doesn't trust you. If I received an email like that, I wouldn't trust it. So we need to give them a reason to trust you. Obviously, we put the risk reversal in to bring their guard down, but that's still not enough. So the third thing that we need in a great cold email is social proof. So why should they believe us that we can do what we say we can do? So let's say, once again, we want to increase their sales conversion rate because we say we've done it for a company like theirs before. What we need to do is, in that third line of social proof, explain how we've helped a company similar to theirs. So, hey, notice you're hiring for a sales manager. We can help you increase your sales conversion rate by 25%. The reason I'm saying this is because we recently helped, use client name. So we recently helped XYZ Limited or ABC LLC increase their sales conversion rate by 27% in 45 days. You want to be very, very specific when you talk about the offer and the social proof. Because if you just say, oh, we can increase your sale, we can increase your number of leads, and we help this company increase the number of leads. Sounds good, but specificity makes it more believable, and it sounds better. Like, people can actually imagine it. The more detail you go into, the more the prospect can actually think about it, and they can actually create this vision in their head of what it is they'll get by working with you. Okay, so social proof, be specific with it and make sure to include that. So what is a company you've actually genuinely helped, and how did you help them? And what is your proof of doing that? What are the tangible numbers that you've done for that company? If you do not have tangible numbers, you need to figure out a way that you can create tangible numbers that are reflective of the service that you've done. If you have 0 case studies, then you should be reaching out to people to get a case study. So you should be saying, by the way, you're my first client. I'm just trying to build up some experience in the space. I will work with you for free. I'm going to assume most of you watching this isn't going to be your first client. I thought my camera was going to fall over there. I'm going to assume it's not going to be your first client. So use that social proof that you do have. Even if it's just a family member, a friend, or someone you've done some work for, get some sort of tangible number that you've helped them with, whether it's their sales conversion rate, whether it's the number of leads they got, maybe it's their web traffic, maybe it's their SEO ranking, whatever you've helped them with, make it tangible and put it in that social proof part. Cool. So we've got 3 really good aspects of a cold email now. So someone knows why we've emailed them, or they know how we found them, the relevance. They know what our offer is, how we can help them. They now actually believe us that we can help them because we've helped someone very similar. All that's left now is to have a soft call to action. So part 4 of the cold email is to have a soft call to action. Too many people, I see this all the time with cold emails, say, oh, here's my calendar, book a time that suits you. Let's schedule a time to talk. When can I give you a call? Far, far too direct, and that will get people to put their guard up, stick their heels into the ground, and they will not be interested. If you've just met someone, not even met them, receiving an email, right? But assume you've just met someone, and now they're being very forward, like, okay, we need to set this schedule in to see each other next time or something like this. It's too forward. Okay, so what you need to do is have a soft call to action. Just, would you be interested in learning more information? Would the outcome, would increasing your sales rate be a priority for you right now? Or would you like to have a conversation about this? Or would it be possible for me to give you a call sometime about this? Something softer. I personally like the second example I gave. Would outcome be a priority for you right now? So would increasing your sales conversion rate be a priority for you right now? Because most of the time they're going to say yes, of course it is. And then it gives you that edge in the next step of the conversation. The reason you want it to be soft and not direct is because you want to just start, you want them to have a micro commitment to start the next step of the conversation. Someone is more likely to make a bigger commitment if they've already made a smaller commitment to you. They're not likely to go from 0 to a big commitment. So if you can get someone to make a small commitment by just replying and saying, yeah, sounds interesting, I'm open to learning more, then the next step might be getting them on the call. And you've made it substantially easier to do that because you've already built some rapport with them. You've already built a tiny bit of trust, maybe, right? So it gets people to make very, very small micro commitments and then increase that chain of commitment. And this should also be the same as your back-end service delivery. I don't want to go into that now. That would be a topic for another video. But as you bring clients on, you're going to build more trust with them as they can see what you can do, and you can ascend them up the ladder. You can actually sell to them more. People think you can only sell to a client by turning them to a client in the first place. But realistically, if you want to get it right, you can sell to your clients more than people who are trying to turn into clients, right? But anyway, that's a topic for another video. So the 4 steps of a great cold email that I've always seen to work are relevancy, headline offer, good headline offer, right? It's genuinely what you do, how you help them increase their SEO ranking, how you help them generate more leads, how you help them increase the conversion rate on their Shopify store, whatever it is. Social proof, how you've done it before and why it will actually work for them. And then a soft call to action. So that's pretty much the way that I'd sum it up. That's exactly how I explained it to my friend when we spoke about it yesterday. And if you're struggling with outreach, whether it's even on LinkedIn, Instagram, email, obviously this is more notable for email, but it can be worked in anything. It can even be cold calling, right? Just use that framework for your next, say, 500 outreach messages. and see how it goes. I've also got loads of other training on my website about how you can actually set up campaigns automated on LinkedIn, on email, how to use tools like Smart Lead, which is an email sending software, how to build lists of tons of leads for pretty much free, for very cheap. I've got loads of stuff on my LinkedIn as well, also if you want to check that out. And I'll also have a link in the description if you are looking for like one-on-one coaching that I'd be able to help with and work with you one-to-one directly. But no stress if none of that interests you. That's my soft call to action there, as you can see. Practice what I preach. But nonetheless, hopefully that video has been useful. That is how I scaled my agency to $100,000 a month. We're still hitting that. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.